Hi everyone, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is going to be my honest review of a new planner that I've never heard of, but started going down the rabbit hole and have been very intrigued. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, welcome back. Okay. I don't know. I've recorded so many videos today that I don't know which is which order I'm going to be. It's always like what I edit first will get uploaded, but I just did a video kind of explaining my pocket Moleskine journey and where I stand and what I'm projecting might happen. I don't know. There's a whole other video, so I don't know if it's going to be before or after this video. This video is just a very clear, we're going to compare this to a pocket Moleskine. We're going to go over it and then compare it to a pocket Moleskine daily. I literally just happened upon this. I think I saw somebody, I mentioned this before, I saw a planner person that I do not follow. I believe she cuts these down. I just remember seeing a photo and like zooming in to figure out what the hell is this? Like many of you know my whole pocket Moleskine issues. It's hard to find something similar to pocket Moleskine because of my OCD. My brain wants to see things exactly how they've always been. So it's hard for me to break away from a layout that I'm used to and know and I'm comfortable with. So it's been interesting. Let's just say that. Okay, that's a whole other video. This is a planner I ordered from Amazon. My intention was just to order it, look at it, think of all the things I hated about it, and then return it. Do a video with you guys and return it. So I will spoil it for you. I'm not returning this planner, and we'll go into it shortly. So the PopRun Daily Planner, page a day, the one that I purchased is a soft cover. It's a fake leather, and it's a soft cover. It feels really good. It feels like it's real leather. It doesn't have the real leather smell, but it feels good. It's soft to the touch. This is why I ordered it and thought I was going to return it, because the size is outside of my norm. If you have been with me for a while, you know I've always been in a Franklin Covey compact size. That is my everyday carry. That's my life tool planner, my functional planner. It keeps my brain in order. My pocket Moleskine I started to use a few years ago as a creative outlet, somewhere where I decorate and create stickers and themes around each month. And it's my place where I get to use my I Love Elena stickers, or I love to print stickers, the Elena character. It is a creative outlet, and all that is basically, at the end of the day, I just brain dump all the things I did that are of importance to me to be able to go back and reflect. I'm not going to pull it out because then I start to get, there's another video where I pull it out and talk about it. But my pocket Moleskine daily is not really a planner as much as just me downloading important things that I may want to reference later, if that makes sense. I have been looking for the last year or two. I've been looking for an alternative to the pocket Moleskine daily simply because of the paper quality. I have been blessed 2 years in a row where I have a planner buddy, Binta in France, who sent me a 2025 that's in perfect paper quality. And she also just recently sent me the 2026, which again has perfect paper quality. So I have that kind of on the side ready to go. But this particular video is to discuss this planner, what I like about it, what I don't, what I think could be improved, etc., etc. So this is a genuine review and going through this planner to come up with whether you would like it, whether this fits into your system in some way, and we'll go over all the details. At the end, I will compare it to the Pocket Moleskine Daily so that you can have a side-by-side kind of view. But first, let's go through this planner quickly. Okay, so it is called a PopRun Daily Planner Page a Day. This is for the year of 2026. This size is a 4.25 by 6.25. Now, this says that it is a A6. I'm assuming that's what this says, but my understanding is an A6 is a little smaller. That I think it's like a 4 point something by 5.8, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really knowledgeable on different sizes. I'm pretty much stick to my size, which is Franklin Covey Compact and Pocket Moleskine. Okay. I think I mentioned this is faux leather. They have two kinds. They have a hard cover, which I was so tempted to get the hardcover because they have this beautiful green that I love. Green is my favorite color. But I went with the soft cover because I just wanted to, I don't know. I thought I was going to return it, and who cares what I ordered. I was going to return it regardless. This has a self-adhesive little sticker so that you can add your pin loop here. It has the ribbon bookmarkers. There's two here. I'm assuming one for the monthly and one for the daily. It has the expandable storage pocket. I hope I'm on screen. Am I on screen or am I a dork? It has 70 GSM ivory paper. Really good quality paper that I like. And it has a total of 416 pages, okay? And we're gonna go through them right now. Okay, so you just have the nice thick cover. You have the front page with your emergency contact. You have the same binder with just basic info for their Instagram and socials. What does this say? Even if many eyes look over, mistakes are still inevitable. We ask you not to take it amiss. Just write to us and we'll see how we can solve the problem. Wow! So unlike freaking Moleskine. We hope that you're satisfied with PopRun and that it's a real support in your everyday life. If you have any suggestions or ideas for improvement, please feel free to send it to us. Wow! I'm impressed by that one page. That is really good. Now I'm for sure going to go on their socials and show that I support them. Okay, travel planner page, date and destination itinerary. Then you go into the calendar overview, the annual calendar with a small box down here where I guess you could put notations for birthdays or payroll periods, who knows. 2026 is here, 2027 is here. Then you go into this yearly planner. I have something like this in my everyday carry. It's from Hey Planner Girl. This is where I would track my weight. I know many of you track menstrual cycles, you track steps, things like that here. Great. You have the 2026. They're on 4 pages. You also have the 2027 on 4 pages. I'm curious what you guys would do with a year in advance because this is too small to put appointments. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys use this for. Like I said, it's so small that for me, I just put my weight and I only weigh myself every Friday. So a lot of this would be blank. So I'm just curious. Tell me down below what you guys use this for. I'd be curious. I mean, steps make sense. Your period tracker makes sense. Maybe your hourly work day, like if you work different shifts, like I could see Belle using this. 2026 expenses, again, this vertical layout, I don't know exactly what I would do with that. Interesting. Okay, not hating it. Okay, so expenses continue for the rest of the year. Then you have birthdays and important date. I love this layout. I love the blank boxes, which allows you to put like a little sticker for birthdays or anniversaries. I really love this part. I really do. I don't know why, but I really do love the fact that it's just open boxes and you can jot down whatever needs to be. Okay, so because it starts January 1st, what they have chosen to do is the month of December, they've given you the weekly view. So for the whole month of December, you have the weeklies. So this is kind of very similar to the Pocket Moleskine weekly view where you have the weeks and then typically a page here, I think. I can't remember. But this is just giving you the entire month of December as a reference, which I love. What I also see right here and that I'm liking is that the weekends are grayed out, not a really heavy dark gray, just a very nice light gray. And what I also like is that, and this is just in the weeklies, we'll see what it looks like on the dailies. On the day, it says Christmas Day, and then the little squares tell you who observes that. It's very light. It's not in any space that would get in the way of you writing. You'll see here, first day of summer, just the US, or sorry, first day of winter. I like that. Okay, and then it goes into the dailies at the end of the month. So the 29th, because it's the first week, got it. So week 1 starts December 29th. And I love the pages. So here you have December at the top. I'm trying to get close. I hope it doesn't, I think I should just put it down, right? Because this coloring is freaking me out. So at the very top, you have December. You have Tuesday and the date. I like that it's big. That makes me so freaking happy. You have already the schedule, which starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 8, but it has a couple of lines here as a breaker in case you want to write something further. It has this small little grayed area for notes. I can see these two areas being used really well as far as functionality and referencing things. I love, freaking love that every single day has the calendar and the weekends set up. I personally am a Sunday start person. So the fact that the calendar is Sunday start and the fact that you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me get my little handy dandy divider here really quick out of my, sorry, I said it was a good day. You can see here, week 1, week 2, right here, there's that little column is the week. Isn't this freaking amazing? I love this, you guys. I love that I can see what week I'm in. I love that the weekends are highlighted in this light gray. I believe this is, like for instance, the 29th is the 363 day. And again, it already comes underneath, which I think is so freaking amazing. Underneath the actual date is the holiday. So like I wouldn't have to put New Year's Day or put a sticker. It's already here. One thing to note is that when the month falls on the left side, it looks as though they give you a blank page because they always want the month overview to be on the left side. Does that make sense? So when I first looked through this, I didn't realize, or I didn't see a monthly at all, because I'm used to seeing a month on one page or a month on 2 pages in a box view. I'm not a fan of this horizontal view, but I am a fan that they have something in here as far as a monthly planner. This is enough space to put details like appointments. I think if I were to use it as a daily planner, not use my everyday carry, I would just probably cut this in half and be able to put like 2 appointments in 1 month. I have a very specific, unique way of how I use my monthlies, and so I'm not sure this particular view would be good for me if I were to only use this as my planner. I feel that if I didn't have a job, if I didn't have, still tracking my adult kids' lives and all the stuff that I do, this would be my one and only planner. I really feel that way because I think it's almost perfect. So yeah, I didn't realize that they have the month view. So it's on every left-hand page. So for instance, here's January, again, New Year's Day. And so you just have, everything's perfect. Again, it looks as though the weekends are also grayed at the top. We're just going through here. And then another thing that you probably notice is that there's perforated bottom tabs. I'll show you that. I just want to get through the month because, and it just counts down, the days get counted down. The weekends, great, 29, 30, 31. So yeah, every monthly overview is on a left-hand side so that your first day of the month is always going to start on the right-hand side. That's really great because there's consistency there. All right, great. So I showed you the front pages. You can see here there's perforated little tabs. I personally like that because it's a way to quickly get to the page if you just take those out as you go, and it's easy to get to that month. The other thing that I really love about it is that they have grayed the sides so that you know exactly what month you're in. So I could go easily into March and know that I'm in March based on the sides. I really, really love that. And the reality is, if I were to purchase the monthly tabs, like the Hobonichi, is it Hobonichi? Midori? I don't know. If I were to go to an online store, Etsy store, I think Planner Monkey Co. has some that I used once. I could put those tabs perfectly here because they already have the boxes laid out for you. Does that make sense? Like, you know how like when you get those tiny tabs and you're trying to put it here, you're guessing on spacing because you don't have a guide to tell you where to put it. Here you have a guide. You know where you're going to put January's through December, and you know you have enough room. So I love that. Okay, love the perforation and love that I can see what month I'm in, not just at the top but on the sides. Okay, and so let's just go. I love that the weeks are at the top, and also you can reference the week that you're on. Love it. So you have the current week and the future, the current month rather, and the future month at a glance. I love that you can be at any day of the week and you can see September and October as opposed to going back to try to see something, which is why I love this, because it makes sense why you don't have 2 months on a 1 month on 2 pages, because not only do you have a space to put anything you want for the monthly overview, but you're able at a glance to see your current month without having to flip anywhere and see your future month. When I say this is perfect, I can't even tell you. Okay, can you tell that I'm in love with this? All right, so that goes through the entire year, right? There's December, same thing, same format, page, all the important data is here. You can hear that pages lifting because as you get to the end of it, they're sticking. The perforation is sticking. I noticed this doesn't say Christmas Eve, but that's okay. Christmas Day. And then you've got December and January. Nice. Kwanzaa, all these amazing things. New Year's Eve. Okay, and then the final day, and then you get into some dot grid pages. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dot pages. You have a password sheet, a contact sheet, back and front, I believe, contacts, and then you have the holidays for 2026 for different United States, United Kingdom, Ireland, and Canada. You can, and then you have the pocket, you have the band, you have the little ribbons. Like I said, I think one is for the day and one I would assume one is for the day and one you would put, why can't I separate this, Noelia? On the month. That way, if you wanted to, you can just go to the monthly view, the overview versus your daily. I would, if I was all the way, I would be using my perforated as my dailies to go straight to my daily. I would just keep one ribbon, and that would be to be able to look at the overview. If I used it, I doubt I would use that. And then you can see here, the paper quality is 70 GSM. I'm not a paper snob. I don't know. I just know the only thing I care about is that when I use my 0.38 pens and when I use my Tombos, I want to know that we're not going to have any issues. Now, this is why I started looking for an alternative planner, because the Pocket Moleskine paper has turned into shit, and it's really hit or miss if you get a good one. I've mentioned in previous videos that my planner friend in France sent me both 2025 and 2026, which happen to be good paper quality. And I'm very appreciative of that, but I had been on the hunt for an alternative to the Pocket Moleskine Daily. When I tell you I was pleasantly surprised by this planner, I was pleasantly surprised. It lies flat, no matter where you are, it lies flat. Except for these ribbons make it bonkery, which is why I normally take these out. The only downside, and there's only one, and that is that it's a little bigger than what I'm used to, but because it's got everything I would want, even stuff that the Pocket Moleskine doesn't have, it is great. I am in love. I most likely will be in this 2026 and not the Pocket Moleskine Daily. But let's compare. Let's see if we can fit all this into one. Can we? I'm gonna hope so. I'm gonna try, or should we do it like this? Let me see. Maybe like this. Okay, let's try that. All right, so first page, you can tell this is more beige, it's a darker beige color than this page. This is more of a really nice off-white color versus this very strong beige color. That's the first thing I noticed. Obviously the cover is faux leather, so it's got softer cover than this kind of shiny, thicker paper quality. So you have the information page, okay? You have the same little lifty-loo, only this one has travel plans as the front, and this is just the basic title page. This has a better customer service thing than this manifesto. Their manifesto is so stupid because they don't adhere to good quality paper. Okay, then you go, what do we do? That goes here. Then the following page is a blank page here and then a personal data page. And in this planner, you go directly into your 2-year overview calendar, okay? And then you go into this year planner 2026, and here you have the 2026 monthly overview on 2 pages. And then you go, this takes you into the rest of 2026. This takes you directly into your monthlies. And so you have 12 monthlies, as opposed to here you have all your yearly expense and important dates. Then you get into the week. This just has all of your monthlies. Again, so tiny. Goes into your 2027, and then ideas and goals, travel plans, and then a bunch of blank pages. Now, one thing to note is that both of these have 70 GSM paper. The Pocket Moleskine has 400 pages, and the PopRun has 416 pages. So I think where those extra pages comes in is they utilize those. Pocket Moleskine has like random pages that don't make any sense, as opposed to, I've rarely seen people use the Pocket Moleskine daily extra pages. Like, you guys know, if it's me, I've covered these up. I haven't used any of these blank pages. I would be pressed to say anybody does. Where PopRun has done the really good layout is that they've added your yearly planner. Not only do you get to see your yearly planner for 2 years, you get expenses, and you could take this out and use it for whatever you want if you like this vertical planning style. So you have that for 2026. You have this, which is my favorite layout. I don't know why, it just is. And then they give you the whole month of December in a weekly view. Here you go right from your views and your extra paper right into your dailies, as opposed to them prepping you for December, which I like, because many of us will close out our December and we want to start using our new planner. This is just a really good way to carry over December into the new year. I love it. We all know that the Pocket Moleskine dailies do not have a month overview after or before each month. Like, for instance, here is the end of January. There's no February calendar here. Their mentality is that you're going to go to the front and look at these monthlies. This is your reference. So the daily pages, let me just go here really quick. The daily pages, all you have is the day that it is, the month, and the day. You have somewhere on page 2 down here, you have what week it is, okay? Here you have temperature, and you have your military style routines. This is really small. Let me see if I can get you closer. That it's going to obviously change the lighting. But you see week 1, you see the military style schedule, Thursday, January 1st. Sorry guys, I had somebody at the door and I had to stop what I was doing. So I need to finish this up because I'm going to go on for days. Okay, so I showed you that, right? Just the day, the military style, the little temperature, weather. Week 1 is on the corner of, on the right side of each page, right? And then there's no monthlies in between here splitting up the months. It's just continuous. Your dates are continuous. And then the back, let's see, let's go to the very back, 31st, and let's go to the back of 31st. So the 31st for them is on the left-hand side. We'll talk about that why in a minute. And then you have just a couple of note pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 note pages, which this also has 6 note pages. Plus you have an additional password, contacts, and then holidays. Here you just have the end of the book and all the stickers and whatnot. So on the daily pages, let's just go July 10th. Where are you, Noelia? Well, let's just go to the 1st, you dork. Okay, January 1st. Let's just go. I want to show you. January 1st here starts just on the left-hand side. But the way that PopRun does it is they want your monthly to always be on the left-hand side and your beginning of the month to always start on the right-hand side. That is the continuity of each month. And I really like that a lot. You are just able to go to that specific month and know that your overview will always be on the left-hand side. The other thing that I like about this as opposed to the Pocket Moleskine Daily is that you have your week up here, which week it is. You can see it. Here it's on the left-hand side on the top, which I like because it's very pronounced as opposed to here it's very light. I like their page setup in the sense that you have the schedule starting at 7 a.m. ending at 8, and then a couple of lines in between should you want to add something else. You have this note area, which is great and I love. This banner area, which I love. the month, the day, and the date are just prominent, and I love that. This is very subdued. I also like this, but this makes me confident in knowing what day I am. When I'm searching, I can quickly see what day it is, as opposed to here, it's very, you know, demure. It's not as pronounced as this. I like that you have the day that you're on versus how many days are left of the year. I like that. I like that when you're here and you're working on whatever day, you can see the current month at a glance, and you can see the forward month at a glance. I freaking love this. I love that you can be writing down and you don't have to like flip to the back or the front to find the date. You are in your view, your daily view. You can see current month and upcoming month. That for me is brilliance. Brilliance. Yeah, that's not much else to say. Both have 70 GSM. The color there's a color difference for sure between the two. This is an off-white versus this kind of beige color. The pocket Moleskine is a 3.5 by 5.5, 3.5 by 5.5. And this is a 4.25 by 6.25. So it's a tad, it's more than a tad. It's bigger, right? You can see the top, how much bigger it is on top and on the sides. I think I have never heard of PopRun in my entire life, and finding this, I'm in love with this planner. So in love that I don't think I'm going to be using the Moleskine. I'm in love with this planner. I think comparatively to the Pocket Moleskine Daily, yes, it's bigger, taller, which I think is nice. The information you have on your page is so functional that I would be hard pressed to say there's anything similar to this as far as informational in a compact small size. Is it as compact as the Pocket Moleskine? Absolutely not. Will it fit in my beautiful TN? Absolutely not. Is the trade-off with having such a beautifully put together daily page and having the things that would make a daily functional? This has. I would recommend this to anybody who is a one book planner person who likes the Pocket Moleskine but doesn't like how tiny it is, that you need a little bit more room. I freaking adore this. And I bought it in the soft cover because I thought I was going to return it, that I was just going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to like it. It's going to be crappy. Oh no, my lemonade just leaked on there. I thought it was going to be crappy paper and that I was going to hate the layout, and that, did I say that this comes with a little sticky for you to put your pen? They thought of everything. I thought I wasn't going to like it. I thought I was going to return it and share it with you guys and tell you what a bomb it was and that I'm going to have to stick with Pocket Moleskine. That is not the case. This is a strong contender. I don't know what the Lurcrium, you guys know I always screw up that name, that Lurtrium. I don't necessarily know what that layout looks like, but if it's anything like this, wow. Because this has everything I would want. Everything, you guys. I am like so stoked about this planner. I can't even tell you. So this is the PopRun daily planner. I know that PopRun has different they have weekly layouts. They have a bunch of different things. This again is new to me. I've never heard of it. And so the fact that I found this daily and I'm in love with it, and the paper quality there's no hit or miss. You get the paper quality, it's consistent. So I am so stoked. I cannot wait to share this on my Instagram and just give a shout out, because this This here makes me love this company. I don't know where it's made, maybe in China, Mexico, I don't know. But the fact that they put this here makes me think they're an amazing company. And unless I find out that they're like a horrible company, and pray that's not the case, but I love this planner. Main contender for 2026. If not the full replacement of my Pocket Moleskine Daily, which is ridiculous because of the sizing. But if you know what this size is and what planner cover I could use for this size, please let me know down below. Is it a slim, A6 slim? I don't know any of the lingo or what goes with what, but I love this, and I am 99.9% sure that this will be my daily for next year. I just said that out loud. Oh my gosh, I just said it out loud. I am 99.9% certain that this will be my new daily planner. Yeah. Okay. Tell me what you think down below, everyone. I'm just so excited to hear what you guys think. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this comparison, this review of the PopRun Daily Planner page a day, 4.25 by 6.25 planner size. It is January through December 26th. I think it's a phenomenal option. Again, for those who are trying to get away from the Moleskine because the paper is crap, and or because you feel that this is just too small, this is a perfect size. Like, for real. I am like stoked. I'm stoked. So we'll see. We shall see, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did and you're new, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me down below your thoughts. I'm dying to know what your thoughts are. All right. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.